Thank you very much. It's truly a pleasure for me to travel from the U.S. to be able to spend this day with you. We're here, there's several dignitaries, and it's an honor to have them with us. But truly we're here to honor you, you students, because you're the focus of what we do and why we go to work every day and what we try to do in our respective businesses. I have some interesting connections to India. This is my 5th trip here to India over the past several years. I grew up in a small town in Utah just north of Salt Lake City in the U.S. And the town I grew up in was a university town. So I grew up with a very diverse set of classmates that I went to school with. Many of their parents came from all over the world to study at the university in my town. So I went to school with people from all over the world. A couple of my best friends growing up were from India. And there was a family that was my neighbors, the Shetty family, who are still good friends of my family today. And I have vivid memories of coming home from school, and I could smell the wonderful food that Miss Shabri Shetty, my neighbor, was cooking, and she fed us 2 or 3 days a week some wonderful Indian food. So I appreciate the Indian culture, and again, it's an honor for me to be here with you and share in your success and your honor today. As has been mentioned, I work with a company called Certiport, and I'm responsible for our worldwide sales. We sell software certification, as many of you know. For the most popular product we have is our Microsoft Office suite, and you've all sat for those tests. I have the luxury, or sometimes my wife would say, the curse of traveling all over the world and working with our global partners and meeting many of you, our committed students. We have a great business that we do, and the opportunity that we have to share what we do with you as our students is a great focus that we have as a company. We provide certification testing programs for computers in academic, in corporate, and in governmental use. And we have different niches and verticals that we work in throughout the world. And we very much appreciate the Indian market and our partners and those that we work with here in India. We conduct, as you know, this annual Microsoft Office competition around the world, and it crowns literally a world champion. As we all know, the Olympics will be held in London coming up here in a couple of months, or exactly a month. And I'm a very competitive person. I played sports my whole life. And so I like to compete and fight and win, and I know that many of you have that same attitude. As I follow world news, I know that Indians do very well in spelling bees and in the national geography championships. And so I know many of you are competitive and want to be the very best. The opportunity that Microsoft Learning and Certiport provide you is the chance to be the very best. As you all know, literally, the winners of this competition will be the very best in the world as it relates to fluency and a skill set with Microsoft Office. And that's truly an honor and something to be very, very proud of. Those of you that do not win still, look at yourselves and think about how well you have done representing your respective regions within the country of India. And those of you that do win, and we're excited to see her shortly, will have a great opportunity to be in Las Vegas with several of us coming up here in the next couple of months. Currently, we've got right now, in the next couple of weeks, competitions going on in China, Ecuador, Taiwan, Puerto Rico, here this week in India. So it truly is a global competition and a global championship. So as we prepare for the Olympics in London, let's also be excited and prepare for the World Championships with Microsoft Office coming up in Las Vegas here at the end of July. We've tested worldwide over 500,000 students will compete this year. Okay, think about that. You're one of 500,000 students that have been involved in this competition. And those of you in this room that have achieved to this point is something to be very proud of. Okay? These exams can be administered in up to 27 languages. So think about that. 500,000 testees, students, in up to 27 languages. All of you basically sitting for the same exact exam. So whether you're in Los Angeles, Delhi, Bangalore, China, or some remote community in Mexico, you're all in essence taking the same exam. So it truly is equal and fair. And if you score well in India, you're just as good or better than the person in LA or Mexico or wherever it might be. And that's what makes this competition truly global and truly a world championship, is there's a lot of honor and integrity in how these tests are administered and honored. So think about that. You've really achieved and done an amazing job to date. We've been particularly excited about our opportunities in India. I've been, as I mentioned, here in India several times working with our team and with our good friends at Microsoft Learning. And we've had 100%, basically we've doubled our growth from the competition this year from last year. And we're looking next year to do 4 times the amount of testees. As our network grows and as our base of test centers grows in India, we're really excited about the prospects that this competition can bring to the country of India. Last year at our competition, which was held in San Diego, we had a young girl win from the UK. And when she returned to the UK, she went home to a press conference, TV cameras, and ultimately received a 6-figure job offer in London. And so it truly can impact people's lives. And that's why we're here, is to honor you as students, help you understand the importance of digital literacy, help you understand how to be better educated, how to be more productive in your communities, and how to ultimately make more money. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? So let's give yourselves a hand, all of you students. And again, thank you for being here. As mentioned, this year's competition will be held in Las Vegas at the Bellagio Hotel. Go home and look at the Bellagio. It's an amazing property, and